Hello and Kusheo. Howdy, buddy. Omanu de Sabitok, small Creole. How you say? My name is Andre Bright, based here in London, UK, and founder of Become, Identity and Cultural Displacement of the African Diaspora. I've been working with Malika and Myriam, and they believed with me so much that they flew all the way to Sierra Leone with me in December for the project we had, which was the Become National Storytelling Festival. And that entailed a week of being in a school and having maybe about 60 or 70 kids representing about 12 different schools around Freetown, Sierra Leone, who came, and we, with some local teachers, taught them the contemporary and traditional styles of various performing arts, so singing, dancing, drumming, and that all came together in the final day, which was a showcase event with national and international guests where we were just celebrating Sierra Leonean culture. And it was just amazing to see what could be done in such a short space of time. What we realized almost immediately is that talent was not an issue. What was the problem was self-belief and organization and funding for projects to be able to be got up and maintained. Since then, in fact, we've maintained our relationship with Yusufu Jallo, the Cowfoot Prince, who's a storyteller, and Ansumana Kita of the Patriotic Advocacy Network and his team, to continue to create events through the year. So we support them in weekly empowerment meetings, as well as we launched a Women's Empowerment Day on International Women's Day in March, which was 100 girls who were brought into a school, and we had speakers talking about entrepreneurship, education, self-belief, self-esteem, and personal hygiene. And it was just such a great event to see how their perspectives were changed, and a lot of them has gone on to develop their own events. We just want to continue doing that work. We're building an even bigger project for this December, so we're trying to raise £10,000 to cover the entire 3 weeks. The first week we're going to be going up country, which is basically in the villages outside of Freetown, because a lot of the traditional arts are studied there and passed down through generations, but they're not taught in schools anymore. So literally at risk of being lost in some ways. The second week is going to be the same as before, so we're going to have a school bringing around 60 to 70 kids from around 12 different schools we're aiming for. And then the third week is going to be the flagship event. So the first event is going to be an empowerment day, which is going to be full of seminars, very TED Talk-esque. And the second day is the actual National Storytelling Festival, which is going to be the celebration of performing arts. One of the things that has driven us to continue to work with them, especially with the women, is that the reason why we launched the Women's Empowerment event in March is because our president in Sierra Leone called a national state of emergency for sexual violence against young girls. The statistics almost doubled within 2 years, and it was to shocking levels, and we just felt like we had to do something. So everything we're doing is completely put down to the heart of what we're trying to do, trying to make a difference. We don't want to just sit back and watch, and the fact that you're here alone means that you're invested in some way as well. We're trying to raise £10,000, which will cover the 3 weeks of the events while we can continue to support the Patriotic Advocacy Network in all they're doing, because they're building leaders. And I think in countries like Sierra Leone, we really need to invest in some of the young people, and so that as they bring up that kind of vision for the country, which they can push along with it. This is something you can get involved in as well, is the Become 100X challenge. So what we're doing is we're asking for 100 people to raise £100 each by giving back to your community. So the idea is to monetize any kind of talents or passions you have, whether it's teaching a dance class or giving a consultation or giving hugs, you know, anything at all that you do, applying it in a way that you can, we're suggesting, for example, 10 people and £10 each you could do it as, and for that the money comes back to us and is put into the pot, and those 100 people will be named on the website, will be listed as participators as well as collaborators, and it's just, you just be doing amazing work. So we really thank you for everything you're doing. In every little helps. Like I said, we're trying to reach our £10,000 limit, and if you do feel the urge to get involved in any way at all, yeah, donate with whatever you can. And